How do you stop being a procrastinator? You wake up in the morning with big plans. I will study today. I will work on my goals today. I will finally become productive today. Everything feels clear. Everything feels possible. You imagine finishing important tasks. You imagine improving your life. But something strange happens. Almost without thinking, you pick up your phone. Just 1 minute, just a quick check. And then, boom. 1 minute turns into 10. 10 minutes turn into an hour. 1 hour becomes 2. 2 hours become 3. 3 hours become 4. And suddenly, half of your day is gone. The strange part is, you didn't plan it. It just happened. Now the task that once felt simple feels heavier. Your brain begins whispering small excuses. I'll start later. There's still time. I work better under pressure anyway. But deep down, another feeling appears. Guilt. You know what you should be doing. You know what you planned to do. But somehow, you still avoid it. And the longer you delay the task, the harder it feels to begin. Until finally, the deadline arrives. Now procrastination turns into panic. Suddenly, everything feels urgent. You rush to finish the work. Your heart beats faster. Your mind feels scattered. Stress rises. Focus drops. And the quality of your work suffers. When everything is finally over, you feel exhausted. And you promise yourself something. Next time will be different. Next time I won't procrastinate. But a few days later, the same cycle quietly returns. So why does this happen? Most people think procrastination means laziness. But psychology tells a very different story. Procrastination is not a laziness problem. It is an emotional regulation problem. When your brain sees a difficult task, it feels discomfort. Maybe the task feels boring. Maybe it feels overwhelming. Maybe you are afraid you will fail. Maybe you are afraid it won't be perfect. So the brain looks for an escape, something easier, something more enjoyable, something that gives an instant reward. And today, instant rewards are everywhere. Social media, short videos, endless scrolling. These things give your brain quick dopamine. They require almost no effort. But meaningful work is different. Studying requires focus. Learning requires patience. Building something meaningful requires effort. So when your brain compares these options, it chooses the easier reward. Not because you are weak, but because your brain wants comfort. And every time you escape a difficult task, your brain learns something. It learns that avoidance feels good. And slowly, procrastination becomes a habit. But here's the important part. Habits can be changed, and procrastination can be challenged. The first strategy is simple. Start ridiculously small. Most people procrastinate because the task feels too big. So instead of thinking, I must finish everything today, tell yourself something smaller. I will work for just 5 minutes. 5 minutes of studying. 5 minutes of writing. 5 minutes of progress. Starting is the hardest part. But once you begin, momentum starts building. And momentum makes continuing easier. The second strategy is to break tasks into tiny steps. Big tasks create pressure. Small steps remove that pressure. Instead of thinking, I need to complete the entire project, start with something simple. Open the document. Write the title. Write 1 sentence. Organize 1 idea. Small progress reduces resistance. And when resistance disappears, action becomes easier. The third strategy is to control your environment. Your environment shapes your behavior more than motivation. If your phone is next to you, you will check it. If notifications keep appearing, your focus will break again and again. So make focus easier. Put your phone away. Turn off unnecessary notifications. Work in a place with fewer distractions. Sometimes productivity is not about stronger willpower. Sometimes it is about creating a better environment. The fourth strategy is to accept imperfection. Many people procrastinate because they want everything to be perfect. They wait for the perfect mood, the perfect idea, the perfect moment. But perfection often becomes a trap, because waiting for perfect conditions means you may never start at all. Progress matters more than perfection. An imperfect step forward is still progress, and progress builds confidence. Finally, build discipline. Motivation comes and goes. Some days you feel inspired. Other days you feel tired and distracted. If you rely only on motivation, your productivity will always be unstable. But discipline means taking action, even when you don't feel like it. Discipline means showing up anyway. And every time you take action despite resistance, your mind becomes stronger. Procrastination does not destroy lives overnight. It works slowly. One delayed task, one wasted hour, one missed opportunity at a time, until months pass, sometimes even years. And one day you look back and realize how much time slipped away. But the moment you take action, the cycle begins to break. Not tomorrow, not next week, today. Start small. Start imperfectly. Just start. Because action is the real cure for procrastination.